After each of these videos, I keep thinking to myself, there can't possibly be more secrets to find in the world of Payday 2, and time again, I'm proven wrong. Across its wild development history, hundreds of hidden Easter eggs, obscure gameplay mechanics, and secrets spanning several years have all been crafted to make Payday the franchise it is today. And with the assistance of you guys, I have once again compiled 10 of the best hidden secrets in Payday 2. As ever, I like to play a game where if you've learned something new, be sure to leave a like, and even if the ratios aren't visible anymore, I appreciate you guys dropping a dislike if you knew everything mentioned from the beginning, just so I know how well I performed in pulling together this mystery list. With all that said, be sure to stick around for number 10 in today's video to see some of the most intriguing insights into Payday 2's greatest ever hidden secret. You've been warned. Oh, and if you've still not heard, I sell PCs in collaboration with the guys over at Apex, designed specifically to get the best out of Payday 2. Check them out from the link in the description. Until October 23rd, my code should get you 10% off any purchase. First up, let's head on over to the Silk Road campaign and the San Martin Bank. This heist was a real return to form from the design team after Payday 2 was brought back from the cold and into development once again. And that isn't just telling in the gameplay. The attention to world detail in this heist is genuinely unparalleled, with one of the most unique Easter eggs in the game helping to cement the reality of the heist's chosen location. On the hour, every hour, the bell tower will sound, denoting the time of day with its number of chimes. It will also ring once at past every hour. Unfortunately, the mixing on these bells is incredibly low, meaning it can be difficult to hear, but this kind of external influence on the game world is basically unseen outside of this heist in Payday, making this simple Easter egg all the more special. Not everything on San Martin makes complete sense though. Did you know that, perplexingly, there's a door to the garage that can only be picked with nimble haste? As far as I know, this is currently the only instance of this being possible in the game. Previously, similar doorways have existed in heists such as Prison Nightmare, where they also led nowhere, but it's never really been explained why this phenomenon exists. My best guess is it's just a bit of a classic diesel engine coding accident that slipped through the cracks. However, conspiracy theorists out there might think that it was a relic of Overkill looking to expand the use of the Shinobi skill tree in Ghost. By having doors that can't be lockpicked by regular heisters, you can massively improve the viability of those stealth-limited skills within all heists, and I'd personally like to see a system like this expanded on for Payday 3, valuing stealthier playstyles even within loud combat. Sadly, this door is one to absolutely nowhere, so hang tight, Ghost enthusiasts, your day will come. Moving on from one strange secret to another that's actually pretty mind-blowing, First World Bank is a treasure trove of little details, being the first canonical Payday heist. When remastered for Payday 2, Overkill couldn't help but throw in some pop culture references, with a slice of Almir's toast being accompanied by the infamous lines of Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, found in a closed dumpster in the basement. But if you thought that was a Rickroll, hold on to your masks. This is the FWB inverted statue, one of the rarest RNG deviations in Payday 2. Anytime you load up the map, you have a 1 in 10,000 chance of spawning this variation, which does effectively nothing tangible other than turning the upper left of the 4 statues upside down. Truly perplexing. If you've ever seen this event occur naturally in a heist, you are in an incredibly exclusive club, 100 times rarer than the similarly unlikely chance of happening across the open vault in Go Bank. Next up, let's take a closer look at some of the most meticulously designed heisters for awesome details that'll make you love them even more, starting with my main man, Jimmy. Not only do I love his personality, his attire also gives off a mean, I don't care what you think of me vibe. However, the designers behind Jimmy obviously did care. You see, the blood on his shirt is actually his own, matching with a slightly smeared nosebleed induced by his substance abuse. Not only that, but you can also see exactly where he's been wiping it away, just below the sleeve on his left arm, perfectly aligned with the mark on his right nostril. I'm also of the opinion that this dishevelled left sleeve and black suit is a subtle reference to attire donned by the first-person character in this infamous Biting Elbows music video, bearing in mind the way his sleeve is worn is almost identical. Jimmy's not the only character to have this much love poured into his model though. Sydney's tattoos include references to Australian magpies, her in-game weapons, the bootleg and the wing, as well as an overkill bomb and dingo skulls, funnily enough, the name of her old gang. Bonnie receives similar lore-based tats, with a tattoo dedicated to Chuck in reference to her first husband and honeymoon murder victim, car salesman Chuck Jones. Honestly, Bonnie probably has the darkest backstory in the game. Sangaliz, just like Sydney, has his signature Castigo 44 tattooed on his left forearm, whilst Bodhi has the Sanskrit for sky, earth, water, air, we, and life on his arm to remind us of his spiritual side. As you know, in these videos I always like to offer some gameplay relevant secrets that you can take away and make use of yourself. This time, I want to focus on the hidden art of drill baiting. As you may already know, security guards will be drawn toward the sound of a loud drill to investigate the noise. This can sometimes be useful to take them out in specific locations. However, what I imagine a few of you are aware of is that if a guard is pathing towards the drill they've heard, and that drill is either unreachable or removed by a keycard or saw, their pathing will become broken, resulting in them standing stationary for the rest of the heist. In this way, you can turn guards into stationary cameras, trivializing any heist. This is incredibly useful for the vault section of Big Bank and is well worth learning how to pull off. Check out Mark MB's more detailed video on the topic, linked down in the description. Here's something that I've only just learned courtesy of my brilliant community. Did you know that originally, alongside the Ultimate Heister and Robocop challenges, there was a third final stage trophy that could be unlocked? This one displayed Chains holding his brush and palette from the Bob Ross Joy of Heisting video. You can actually still spot it on the left of the Ultimate Heister key art. It's still unknown what exactly needed to be done to unlock this trophy, or why it was seemingly cut from the game altogether. It's a mystery that I'm hoping will be answered one day. Back when John Cleese's Old Stone was added to the game as the gang's butler, there were dozens of little references that came with him. Whilst wandering around the safe house, he can be found muttering about wolf and parrots.
The other day, that wolf fellow asked me to go out and buy a parrot for him. I'm not doing that again, I tell you.
Evidently referencing Monty Python's Dead Parrot sketch. He can also be heard talking about the stress of running a hotel in the countryside, a Fawlty Towers reference.
My cousin runs a hotel down in Devon. I would never do that, much too stressful.
And my personal favourite, you can sometimes spot him walking in an astonishingly strange fashion, just as Cleese's character did in the Ministry of Silly Walks. If you're a fan of Cleese, Old Stone is a wonderful walking reminder of the legendary comedian's past work. For those of you music enthusiasts out there, I'm sure you'll be able to name every single Payday 2 track, they're so iconic. This one is the assault phase of Deadeye by Gustavo Coutinho. And so is this one. That's right, did you know that since Big Bang, some heists have special tracks with rare or unique assault variations? The most well known include Ode to Greed and its operatic lyrical assault, Break the Rules and its rock vocal assault, as well as the unique alternate assault for No Mercy's Code Silver 2018. If you'd like to know more about the music mechanics of Payday 2, I strongly recommend Game Revo's video on the subject for more details on the nature of these special assault tracks and stealth music's progression system. For secret number 9, I want to talk about Payday 2's over 9000 saw, one of the most mechanically complex weapons in the game. Usually, this weapon deals damage equal to its damage stat, like most guns in the game. However, up against bulldozers, it deals increased set damage, so any body shot landed does 515, and a headshot will hit for 4687. Unfortunately, these figures are unaffected by skills like Berserker, although they can still crit for massive damage. This boost to its dozer-specific DPS is why you might have seen the saw tear through dozer kind in the past. However, for whatever reason, likely developer oversight, this exclusively works up against Black, Green, Skull, and original Headless dozer variants. Zeal, Medic, and Minigun types won't benefit from the boosted damage, meaning it will take far longer to rip off their helmets and actually take them down. Assuming this is an oversight, it would be excellent to see it fixed and give a much needed boost to the viability of saw-heavy playstyles. Finally, let's talk about the secret, Payday 2's most long sought after treasure. I'm sure many of you in the know will be familiar with how the secret plays out by now, including the inner sanctum where Baldwin's lament lies, or according to my theory, the Philosopher's Stone. However, what I imagine very few of you will have ever seen, myself included until last week, is the concept art drawn up around its creation that gives new life and meaning to the true finale of Payday 2. A huge shout out to Sprin for sending me in the direction of Stephen Webb's portfolio, including this magnificent sketch of the original arc of the Watcher and annotated notes of the devices inside. From this, we're able to glean even more details behind the concept of the arc, with what seemed to be thrones, originally planned for the Three Kings, Ace of Spades sculptures, which solidifies my theory that the Payday gang are an ancient organisation tied to the Kataru, and great armillary spheres that further confirm that we're dealing with an extraterrestrial threat, and Payday 2 is actually a game about aliens. I adore the detail in all of this concept art, even giving insight into the origins of the Obsidian Plate, which seems like a combination of an astrolabe and armillary sphere itself, pointing to the exact location of the arc by using astrological methods. I love that it was originally planned to function more like an egg hatching, again lending credence to the idea that some alien species was behind the mysteries of the secret. I'm sure there are even more Payday 2 lore details to be unearthed from these images, but for now, I'm just overjoyed to sink my teeth further into the secret to end all secrets. And with that, those are my 10 Payday facts, secrets and Easter eggs that I'm hoping you didn't know beforehand. In my opinion, this has been the juiciest episode so far, although I am biased when it comes to anything closely related to the lore of the game. Once again, be sure to play the like-dislike game if you learned something new, let me know if there are still hidden details within this franchise I've yet to mention, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and of course for Payday 3 once it's finally upon us. Thanks so much for watching, I'll see you all very soon. A huge thank you to my dedicated Patreon backers. If you want to join this crew in going infamous, check out the link below and pledge as little as $2 to see your name in the credits, or get 24-hour early access to future videos and vote on upcoming content. Take care, I'll see you all soon.